Hey guys, good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're watching this. I am here today on the farm at Granja Sikin. Got a tiny little bit of coffee. Sometimes I drink coffee, but if I do, it's just a little bit. So this video, I just wanted to, just say hey to everybody and say I love you and good morning, and I hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing. You know, one thing I've been thinking about is cultivating the ability to get better and better from moment to moment. Really checking in with ourselves and getting clear on, like, what do you want right now? In fact, I had a funny moment on the street the other day in San Pedro, around the time I was making one of my videos. And a man walked up to me, this white guy, an old white man. He walked up to me and he said, "Are you okay?" And he said that to me because I was standing there like this, just closing my eyes. I think I probably had a hand on my heart. And I said to him, "Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you so much." What I was doing, what I said to him was like, "Oh, I'm just checking in with myself to see what I want." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And I think it was kind of funny because we're not really taught this kind of skill to, like, hey, stop, breathe, slow down. How are you feeling? What do you really want right now? What do you feel like you need right now? Good morning, everybody. Hi, Peg. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Chanda. Sorry, honey. Hi, Tara. Hi, Molly. Hey, guys. Hi, Brianna. Hi, honey. Good morning. How you guys doing today? So I'm here at the gardening course I was telling you guys about, and it's going so well. I'm learning so much. It's similar to the permaculture course that I was taking before. But it's kind of like I'm learning the same thing but approaching it from different angles. And so this is more of a focus on gardening. We actually just did some tree grafting, some avocado tree grafting this morning. So we're learning about, like, cloning plants and all these great things. Oh, can I introduce you to a friend? Here, look at this. You probably know this. You probably know this guy. You've seen it. So this is called plantain. So plantain is a very good ally for us, for our health. So if you ever get a bug bite or like a sting, you just find this guy in your garden. Typically they're very low. This one is looking really nice. And you take the leaf and you put it in your mouth and you chew it up. You get a little mash, and then you put that on the bug bite, and it will help ease your discomfort. And you can also make a plantain tea, and this will be really supportive for your digestion. So plantain is a really, really beautiful plant, and one that I'm going to be learning more about. So yeah, she was just catching my eye, and just wanted to say hi. I don't want to be rude, when your friend is standing right there, and the polite thing is to introduce your friends. So speaking of the course, I'm actually about to teach a class. So one of my big takeaways from the last course, I was so excited about, maybe you remember this, I was really excited about all the fermentation. So we were learning about compost tea, and then we also learned about, in the talk at Love Pro, we learned about the sourdough bread, sauerkraut, and making vinegar. So I got really excited about making vinegar. I haven't done the sourdough yet, but it's on my list. So that's in terms of food for humans. When it comes to plants, there's actually a fermented thing you can make, a brew. It's called compost tea. And so I got really excited about learning about it last time, that I was kind of joking around with my friend Josh, the teacher, and he's like, "Do you want to teach? Do you want to teach?" And I was like, yes, please let me teach it. Please let me teach it. And I'm excited to teach because the best way to learn is to teach. In fact, that's why back in mermaid school, I went all the way into, as far as I could go in the classes, to become a mermaid swimming instructor, because I really wanted to learn mermaiding, and so I decided to teach it. So, oh, great. I'm sorry, honey, I still struggle to pronounce your name, Shani. I know that's not right, because when you told me on the call, I was like, oh, when I see the names, I'm sorry, honey. Okay, I want to get your name. But she's saying, loves plantain, helps tremendously with a wasp sting, yeah. Hi, Cindy, good morning. Hi, Candace. Hi, Nicole. Whoa, Star Party, thank you guys. So I'm excited to teach this, and I guess I'll record it for you guys, so you guys can learn along. So in the future when I am doing my own garden, because all of this is preparing for the future. Everything I'm doing right now is all about preparing for the future, and that's why it requires a lot of patience and determination, and I'm sure you guys know what I mean in a lot of different ways. So I'm excited when I have my own garden and my own land that I'm going to be working to make compost tea. And yeah, really one of my big takeaways from all of this learning that I've been doing is one of the best things that we can do as humans is really start to give back to the earth and improve the quality of our soil, but not with chemicals, not with pesticides. You know, the answer is not to make, you know, genetically modified organisms that resist drought and resist chemicals. No, that's not the answer. The answer is to give back, is to simulate what nature does. And what nature does is nature is always giving organic matter back to the earth. So when you hear about soils being depleted, thank you. When you hear about soils being depleted, what's essentially happening is you're taking the life out of the soil. You know, you're harvesting food. And then that soil needs that, you're taking energy out of the soil. And so we have a system now where we use fake things. We use fake energy sources to put energy back into the land. And so what we need to do collectively as humans, if we were to change the trajectory of, you know, life on this planet, is we need to start really just treating the earth better and giving to her, not just taking from her. So making compost. In fact, let me show you what's going on over here. These guys are, we're working with different compositions. This is kind of like the soil area. Hola. So they're sifting soil over here, taking the rocks out. And that's actually one of the main things that they do here at this farm, is they are just creating soil. So this actually is the worm box. So this is really, let's put this here. So this here is the worm box. This is a really fun place. So what this is so the goat pen is over there. So the goats poop. So they combine goat poop and straw and like leaves and a bunch of organic matter. And then that breaks down over time, right? And then that broken down material gets put in here. And then this is fed to the worms. So you go down a little bit deeper and then you have... Wait, we should be finding some worms here. We were just working with this yesterday. Oh, it's starting to be nice and warm in there. Let's see where, oh yeah, there we go. So the deeper you go, it's just like full of worms. So these guys are now breaking down that compost even further. They're eating it, they're pooping it out, they're creating all of these like just great healthy things for the soil. So if you look at this, this is just rich in organic matter. This is rich in energy that's being alchemized and being turned into a form that's available for plants to use. And so this is how they're able to grow a lot of really great food in the land here without the use of any chemicals, because they have these great compost systems. So this is actually some of the material. So then it comes out the bottom. So the worms work it, and then as it gets deeper, then it's all just digested, all eaten up, all decomposed, and then they scrape it out of the bottom. And then this is essentially just like completely broken down. Oh my gosh, it's completely broken down. So this, if you add this to your soil, oh my god, this is just pure food. This is just pure energy that the plants can use. That's just so good for the ecosystem, right? So this is the complete opposite of having chemical fertilizers. This is the complete opposite of having those chemicals that go into the land and, you know, really just cause more harm, especially over time, than they help. So great. So let's go wash my hands. So I'm learning a lot. I'm learning so much, and I'm so excited to one day be able to put it into use on my own property. But for now, I'm just gaining the knowledge and seeing how other people are doing it and just getting the information and integrating as much as possible. And that's also the cool part about doing this course after having done the permaculture course, is that I'm just like, the lessons are going even deeper. And it's oh no, Neil's doing this thing. All right, let's just wash my little hands, because that is a bunch of like goat poop and stuff. But it's what we're doing is we're just working with bacteria, healthy bacteria. You know, bacteria get a bad rap in our culture, being like, oh, the source of all the sickness. No, actually, you need bacteria in order to be healthy. So we need bacteria. Actually, we need viruses too. We got into this conversation yesterday. One of my friends here is medically trained and was talking about the importance of viruses for humans and how like they're all around us, and viruses actually help us get upgrades. What was it? Genetic upgrades. Bradley, what did you say? You said the viruses create the opportunity for genetic upgrades or something? Viruses provide genetic adaptations to our environment. Whoa. So it's like, I think, you know, a lot of times in our culture, we have this tendency to like want to create a villain and say like, this thing is bad, this thing is like the source of our problems. But it's like, no, that's extremism. Like, everything has a role to play. Like the spider that people are afraid of has a role within the ecosystem. Like, everything has a purpose, everything has a function. And so it's just a matter of like, how do we harmonize everything so everything, all the players are doing what they're supposed to do, and nobody's demonized, and there's just like balance. All right. Then parasites are a blessing for you, Matthew. Interesting question. I think parasites are an opportunity to look at how we're using our energy. Hey Bradley, can I ask you about this? Do you mind saying hi?
Sure, I don't
Do you want to meet my friend Bradley?
Hello.
This is Bradley from Detroit.
Hey everybody.
Someone was asking, we're talking about the viruses thing. So you're trained as a surge doctor,
Yeah.
medical. What are you?
Physician assistant,
Okay.
which is kind of like between a doctor and a nurse. Yeah, it's like med school condensed in a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we were talking about how bacteria is important, viruses are important, and then someone was saying, well, what about parasites? Could parasites be helping us?
Yeah, I've thought about that as I've dealt with having a parasite here. The only thing I feel like what I take from it, like it's a nice reminder to really practice discipline and restrict our diet. As far as physiologically and I don't know those offhand, like the physiological benefits for our body.
Maybe they are just the bad guys. I was just saying, they're no villains. Everyone has their role to play. Like, no, actually, parasites are kind of like...
Yeah, I mean, it could help from like a detoxification process too. Like if that forces us to eliminate the things like sugars and starches and inflammatory foods and things that we take a long time to digest, like meat and dairy.
So it could be a catalyst for self-examination and growth.
Yep, yeah, and like from the physiological standpoint, detoxification, I think as well. Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
So we can find a good in everything, a dark and a light and everything. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right, cool. Well, there you have it. All right, so I know. So there's Josh. Yeah. Hey, sexy Josh. Yeah, just take it in. Got some coffee. We're setting up for the composting lecture.
Right.
We got our panella.
And
Now we need the tub and we need the aerator.
unfortunately, you will not be teaching
What?
today's lecture.
I was so excited. Are you sure? Please.
Because I'm not teaching it. Neil is, and you know he doesn't like to share.
Oh.
And I'm right.
But I'll do it so good, I promise.
Maybe.
Fine.
Hey, how's it going?
Fine, I don't get to
to
teach
us.
the lecture. The actual professional, the teacher, can teach the lecture. Fine.
All right.
I guess I'll just have to learn. I'll teach my teddy bear. Okay, ginger bear. I was excited.
Once things get on the
Okay,
quiet.
I know. All right, guys. So we are. Let's see. What can I show you? You want to see some cuttings? What do you guys want to see? How about I just put it down for a second, and let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Okay. Yep. Lots of good love. And do I still have parasites? Oh yeah, so parasite update. So I don't know if I still have parasites. I got the some tinctures. I'm feeling still pretty tired, but digestively, like, I'm okay, which is good. I think what I'm going to do is just follow through the tincture, the parasite treatment, and then just go back for another test in a bit. So we'll see. drinking the coffee definitely doesn't help, but what to do. Great. Awesome, guys. Here, let me just, we're just waiting for this class to start, so let me just show you around a little bit more. So these fresh garden beds, we're actually going to be working in the garden today. So I think this is where we're going to be working, which is really fun. And then here is this beautiful garden where we have been learning and doing a lot of our classes. Yeah, there's so much to learn, Lisa, and it's been great. Oh, let me show you here. This is the activity that we were doing this morning. We were grafting avocado trees. So we were essentially creating clones. That's what we're doing. Oh, here's mine. I fancified it so I could know which one is mine. We'll see if it works. But essentially you're taking, this is called a Zion. This is a cutting from like an older avocado tree that's a successful fine specimen. And then we cut it in a certain way, and then we graft it onto this young avocado. See, you can see the avocado pit right here, and so this young in here is growing out, and so we did just like this. Yeah, we're doing some mad science tree here. Yeah. Oh, Christopher, he says he drank alcohol and pooped out an inch-long caterpillar. Oh my goodness. Well, that's the adventure. Yeah, so what's cool is that, and this was the same thing that I experienced when I did the permaculture course here. It was a 2-week course. Many of the students, learning alongside me in the course, they were from other places, and they all left afterwards. And I have this great pleasure of actually living here and being able to stick around. So over the next month, I'm going to come and check on this little guy here and see if it worked, see if I was able to successfully clone that avocado tree. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I want to give you an update. All the farm workers, or the guys that were working on my land, they're here, and we have good friendship, smiling, nice. There's no like lost love, and so that feels really good. So I'm looking forward to finishing this course so I can get really just focusing with Ashley and Deej. Actually, you want to know something? I've been working on my homework for them for this design process, and and this could actually be a really good assignment for any of you guys out there watching. If you are wanting to create a different life, a different future for yourself, a really good exercise is something called Vision a Day, where you vision a day in your perfect life, or the ideal life, or what you want in the future, from the moment you get out of bed, the moment you wake up, and you really create like a sensory experience of like, what do you feel, what do you smell, what do you hear, what do you taste, and like really just paint this picture. And so I've been working on my ideal day. In fact, why don't we have some time? Do you want to hear my ideal day that I've been working on in my house? Oh, Helen, yeah, you guys are asking me. So I don't actually know. This was given to me by my good friend Siolimar, who comes from this audience. She came to visit me here in Guatemala, and she gifted me this beautiful little necklace. Yeah, Tanya, I am learning so much right now, and I can't wait. I can't wait for the future when I can put all of this into practice. And speaking of practice, part of my practice with all of this is still being content with where I am. You know, it's like to hold the wanting and the yearning and the striving, but still being able to be peaceful in the present moment, you know, amidst all of the uncertainty, right? All right, let's see what's going on upstairs. Farmman, looking handsome, doing the thing. We got dogs. We got Louise. Let's see what's going on upstairs. Bradley, you were a hit. You were hit. They wanted more of you.
Oh wow. Who's
Bradley
they?
guys like,
these your followers?
Yeah. So guys. So this is Bradley. And yes, we have like this many people watching right now, and then more people will watch later. And yeah.
I'm camera shy, so thanks.
Oh,
for putting
good.
up
Yeah,
with me.
yeah.
This helps. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I'm happy to make you feel uncomfortable in the right ways. All right, let's see. Where is my backpack? Oh my God, look at this. Tiniest. Camilo just wants the tiniest. This is what he brings. This is what he wants. Look at him.
The ears are quivering. Baby over there. They're quivering.
Oh, go get it. You didn't. Oh, See,
Too much buildup.
see, you got it. You gotta get a bigger thing, Camilo.
No.
All right, where's my bag? Here it is. Hi, Stella. Stella's been so good. She comes to the farm with me, and then she just hangs. She just hangs. Okay, let's find the book. Okay. You guys know this one. Okay, so do you want to hear my perfect day? Oh. Yeah. Don't forget my... I know, Shelly, there are a lot of very handsome men here. It's great. Nice. Now, Bradley, now all the comments are catching up. Everyone's like, oh, hi, Bradley. Oh. He's waving. Yeah. Yeah, cool. I have such beautiful people here in this course with me. I'm having so much fun. Just like, you know, when we were saying this, it's like, you know, we're just hanging out with people who just like want to learn how to grow plants and gardens and like live well and eat good food and like break away from a certain system that's like poisoning people. And so, you know, it's not just about growing a garden. It's about like just like a better way of living and to be around these people. And one girl was pointing out, she's like, you know, I just love being around these people who are just using this different kind of language, like referring to plants with this like animistic language, like talking about the plant like as if it's a person, like she, like her, you know, and there's like wisdom in the plant. It's not just this like inanimate thing, you know, and I really feel that that's like the immense gratitude that I'm feeling here. Is just that sense of like, yeah, I'm not around like people who are, you know, abusing drugs and alcohol. I'm not around people who are just like working for the weekend. Like, I'm not around people who have, you know, given up on their dreams. I'm not around people who, you know, have just accepted like, oh, this is the way you live, this is the way it is. Like, no, like I'm around people who are like thinking really outside of the box, and yeah, it's great. Oh, hi Trina. Hi honey. Trina, I've been meaning to send you a picture of Rosie, the rosemary you gave me. It's doing really well. Thank you. Alkaline vegan. Actually, veganism is like one of the worst things that you can do, both for yourself and for the planet. One of the best things that we could do for the planet is to manage animals well and to interact with them really well and to use their manure to replenish the soil with life, you know. I understand wanting to go vegan because of like a bad system of like factory farming and all that stuff, but what I'm learning here is the best thing that we can do for our health and for the health of the world is to, yeah, interact meaningfully with animals. Yeah, ramen, that's the kind of life we all want and need, you know. We were having breakfast this morning and literally every single thing, we had huevos rancheros. There was eggs cooked in this like really delicious tomato sauce. There were beans. There was there was some plantains. There was a bunch of different things on the plate. And it was this moment of like, wait a minute. Everything on this plate was grown around here. Everything on this plate is grown here. And I was like, wow, we are so lucky. And then I corrected myself and I was like, wow, we are so blessed to have bought into a certain system that this is the way that we're eating. And I made a post the other day about how, about getting your hands, I was getting my hands in the dirt. Getting my hands in the dirt. And someone commented, this was on Instagram, they said, oh, I can't do that around here, like you're lucky to be able to, and it's like, well, the reason you can't do that there is like, you know, you've made certain choices to like put yourself in a certain place and a certain system, and you know, you could also buy into something else, and then you would be able to be eating fresh local food, you would be able to spend more time outside, right? So you know, there's certain systems and ways of living, and we fall into one, we buy into one because it's what we're supposed to do. It's the accepted way of doing things because our family and friends are doing it for all the different reasons, right? And so I guess that's what I really like about being around these people is that like all in our own ways and our different stories, like we've all stepped out and are seeking that other way. So hola Felix. Hi guys. Oh, thanks Shelly. Yeah. Okay, guys, we are heading downstairs for class, so let's go. I'm gonna grab my. We're gonna go this way. Hi, Stella. Thanks for guarding my bag. You're doing such a great job. Okay, I'm not teaching. Okay, we'll still bring this down just in case he gives me the chance to teach the class. Let's grab the bottle. Do this. Let's go downstairs. Stella, you want to come? I'm going to stay here and grab my sweatshirt. Okay. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Working the soil. Oh, you're coming. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, here we go. Compost tea. Neil, if you want, I can teach this class. Just saying. Yeah.
You want to?
Yes.
It's slightly different. There's a few modifications from when
You felt like come sit next to me.
All right. Okay. Bye, guys.
Oh.